welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jada. If you're new here, welcome. So for today's video, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be doing a late afternoon routine as a family. I'm not going to be doing just like my daughter nighttime routine because it's not the full routine for her. It's just a late afternoon routine, kind of me and my boyfriend do after we both get off of work. So I'm going to be showing you guys that. I'm going to show you the bathroom first. She destroyed, you know, under my cabinet, but it's okay because I'm about to clean it up. And I have my mom robe on. I am relaxed. I'm at home. Don't mind my hair, you guys. I usually never ever wear my natural hair out. I just don't do it. I always do like braids. So I really just sat there and blow dried my whole entire head with this brush. It's all right. It's not, it's way better than a regular blow dryer, but yeah, I tried something new today. It's just something to throw up. I'm trying to give my hair a rest for the first time in my life. I'm starting to become more confident in my real hair, so I'm just trying to give it a rest. I'm just trying to wear it natural, you know, do me. So it's whatever. Yeah, so we're about to go ahead and get into this nighttime routine or this late afternoon routine, and just stay tuned.
First things first, I go ahead and get my cabinet space first because that's definitely the main part that I use all the time. And once I get my countertop clean, of course, everything else is just gonna fall after. After cleaning my countertop, I had to get little Ma out the way because she was still down there trying to get everything under my countertop. I can definitely tell she's going to be the type of daughter that's going to be in all of my stuff, and every time I buy something new, she's going to have it as well. But here I am just picking up every single little thing that she dropped on the ground. Please don't mind how unorganized underneath my cabinet is. I'm definitely going to get some organized containers from Amazon or something like that. I just had to find the right product for it. It was getting pretty late in the afternoon, so I went ahead and cleaned the baby's bottle so she can get her last bottle for the night and go to sleep. Everywhere I go, she is right there next to me. She was in the kitchen getting into cabinets. I had to find a magnet to close the cabinets as well. A little bit before she turned 1, we started giving her almond milk in replacement for breast milk because I do not pump anymore. So this is what tastes as similar to breast milk as possible. So we just warm this up in a warmer and give it to her. And she won't take formula for the life of her. She loves this like little green thing that she sits in and drink her milk. She's been using this since she was born, so she definitely loves it and it makes her the most comfortable. Next, I just start to prep my stove so I can get the butter in there melted, just so I can get it prepared for the chicken. Then I start to get the chicken onto the cutting mat just so I can get it prepared to start cutting it. And yes, I do wash my hands every single time I get done touching the raw chicken, anytime I need to pick anything up. But then I go ahead and grab a fork and a napkin so that I can cut like the fat out of the chicken. But before I do that, I went ahead and just rinsed off the chicken, and I came right back just to get that started. Alright, so this is the interesting part. I don't know if you guys ever noticed like the white string part in the chicken. I literally cut that out of every single piece of chicken. I just grab it by a dry napkin and get a fork to slide it off. I get a dry napkin and don't do it with my fingers just because it's very slippery, and that's why I use a napkin so it can stick. Now I'm just going in to season all the chicken on both sides. We are making nachos and I do have a taco pack. Don't ask me why I'm seasoning it. I just feel like I have to, just so I can have that extra flavor. I just simply went in with salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, and Old Bay seasoning. Then I start cutting the chicken up into small little squares until I am able to make it small enough so I can shred it into like little smaller pieces. Because like I said earlier, we are making nachos, so I wanted to kind of be like shredded chicken almost. I like cooking my chicken on a stovetop and putting butter on there. I just feel like it adds so much more flavor and crispiness to the chicken. Definitely want to make sure you wash your hands after every time you touch the chicken, just so you won't spread germs throughout the kitchen. So here I am just washing my hands for like the third time. Now for my favorite part, I'm just gonna add this Taco Bell seasoning to the chicken. I know I already seasoned my chicken, but this just makes it so much better. This is the only taco seasoning I will only get. I don't even eat Taco Bell, but the seasoning be hitting. So I definitely love to add this to my nachos every single time, and I definitely recommend trying it as well. To prevent the meat from being like super dry, I like to add a little bit of water to the pan just to make it a little juicy. It just adds so much flavor. One thing about me, I'm gonna always clean up after myself. This is one thing my mom taught me to do every single time I'm cooking. So this is what I'm doing. I'm putting back all my seasonings, and I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse off the cutting board that I was using. I got a whole hype man in the background. Like, why is she jumping like that? I didn't use all my chicken, so here I am just wrapping up the rest of my chicken. I only did half just so I can use the other half for another time. I definitely like to save my money and food, so this is why I'm wrapping it up. I know it probably looks gross from this angle, but it's all about trusting the progress. It is so bomb. It probably looks gross, but it is fire. After the baby drank her bottle and I let her play for a second, usually she drinks the whole bottle, but this is all she drank. But now it's time to just go ahead and put her to bed. So here we are, just going straight to her room.
The dark and gloominess right now. It's just the simple fact that her light is on the floor. I do have a table that I'm about to build today for it, but it just is what it is. But now I'm about to change her diaper. I'm trying to figure out a place to set the camera, so yeah. As you guys can see, we do have a camera that we usually put in here, but it's in the living room right now. But we usually put it on the window ledge, and her sound machine and her light lamp is on the floor. So hi. So I went ahead and I got this table from IKEA. It's a really small table, I'm assuming. Hopefully I don't need any big tools. We usually don't for IKEA. But I'm about to just rip this bad boy open and put it together.
My girl was definitely sleepy. Like, she usually does that when she's super sleepy or when she's super excited. So I know she was tired because it was the end of the night, but I had to get this table up. It's been sitting, I think, for like 2 days maybe in my living room. So I finally just went ahead and put it up for the video. Honestly, this was super easy. It took me like maybe a minute just to figure out how to really do it. All I did was screw the little screws into the legs first, and then I screwed it into like the base of it. Very simple, very easy. It took a minute to like really squeeze it in there so it was tight, but other than that, it was really easy, and it's perfect for her room. It's a really cute little nightstand just for us to put her light, sound machine, and her camera on. And I believe this was like $9 or $11 from IKEA, and they have like one other bigger one, but I just went with a really smaller one. just close her closet door and I go ahead and let her go right to sleep. Here's me still trying to get her stuff plugged up, and then I get right back into just cleaning up all of the stuff that I left out. I definitely forgot that I had to dry up all of my dishes and put them away, so this is what I'm doing really quickly while I'm trying to cook. I try to do this stuff as quickly as possible because it's getting late and I was super tired. I will not be able to sleep without my kitchen looking somewhat decent, so I went ahead and cleaned all of these dishes, or not cleaned them, but I went ahead and dried all these dishes up and put them away where they belonged. The reason why I stop in the middle of me washing dishes to dry off the other dishes is simply because I ran out of room on the countertop to put more dishes. So after I went ahead and put all my dishes away, I just started washing dishes again. Then I cleaned my sink after I washed my dishes because of all that food and just germs and everything like that. I just used a regular dish soap that I use to wash the dishes to clean it. Any other day I would use like the actual cleaning products, but this day I just used a regular dish soap. It would do the job. Splashes all over the place with this process, so I just went ahead and wiped down my countertop with a regular paper towel just to get all the water dried up, and then I went ahead and actually went in with a cleaning all-purpose spray to actually clean the countertops from all the germs and everything. If you know me, I always have to light a candle just to set the mood. Like, I already have my countertops cleaned and the dishes are washed. I always have to light a candle just to make it smell good and just set the mood and make it a vibe. So that's what I did. I like to put on a candle when I cook, so that's what I always do when I'm cooking. But before I went ahead and finished cooking, I wanted to try this overnight oats I've been seeing all over TikTok. You just use regular oatmeal, so I poured it in like a cute little bowl I got from IKEA. It came in a pack of 3, and I just put some almond milk in there. And one thing I learned from this process is just do that and put it in the refrigerator and leave it overnight. I put oats, and you guys will see in a second, I'm just stirring it up so it can be evenly throughout. So I put a little bit more cinnamon in there as well, just to add a little bit of flavor. Strawberries with this, but every single pack of strawberries I seen at the store literally had like mold or rot on it, so I didn't get no strawberries. I just went ahead and put some bananas and granola. I would not recommend putting granola and whatever fruit that you want to put on here before, because in the morning the oats and the banana were like soggy. So I would highly recommend putting the fruit and oats on in the morning, because I didn't like how it was soggy. And I would not put honey on top either, because the honey that I had was just like not sweet enough and it just tasted a little bitter. So I would definitely mix the honey into the oats next time. And now I'm just getting all the taco things out of the refrigerator so I can just start putting it together. And I'm doing this all alone tonight because my boyfriend went to sleep early that night just because he worked 2 jobs and he was extremely tired. So he went straight to sleep. We usually eat together every single night, but this specific night I was filming, so everything took a little bit longer. So he just couldn't hold on and he went straight to sleep, but that's okay. We will eat again tomorrow night. But here I am just prepping the tomato. I'm wiping it off, or not wiping it off, and I'm rinsing it off and everything. Tomato is probably like one of my favorite things on a taco salad. I don't care if you don't eat tomatoes on your taco salad, you're just not eating it right, because it literally adds like a juiciness, refreshing flavor to it. Now don't come for me about how I'm cutting the tomato. I really don't know how to cut tomatoes. I forget every single time I do it, because I don't do it that often. So when I do, I'm like, I don't know how to cut this. So I just cut it the best way I can. I really didn't care how I cut it because it was all going in my mouth, but I like to cut it in like little squares. I really don't like big pieces of tomato. I really like just the regular small squares pieces, so it can just be all over the taco salad. I don't like the huge big pieces. Instead of using like regular shredded cheese, we like to use this jalapeno cheese instead. When I tell you it adds so much more flavor, we put it in a microwave for about 30 seconds. It is so good on top of the chicken, and it gives it that like little spice to it. Looking back at this video makes me crave it all over again. This is like my own like little recipe. I feel like I put Jaden on, so hopefully I put you guys on as well. Try this recipe, you guys. Like, try it. Try the taco seasoning, try the jalapeno cheese. I don't know if a lot of people do it the same way. I really don't, but definitely try this and let me know how you guys like it. This is one of our favorite meals to make. There's a lot more things that you can put on a taco salad, but I just put taco sauce, sour cream, lettuce, tomato, and of course the cheese. And the very last thing that I like to put on mine is the guacamole. Now, guacamole is like top 10 out of 10. Like, guacamole is like my favorite thing to put on a taco salad. I love guacamole with like chips, sandwiches, anything. So I put it on the top so I can taste it with every single bite, and I put like a lot on there. So if you don't like guacamole, you're definitely missing out. This meal also takes like 20 minutes, so it's definitely not expensive and it's very quick and easy. Don't mind the cheetah on cheetah print. I don't know why I sat there and brought that cover out knowing I had that cheetah print robe on. But now I'm just sitting here editing my YouTube video while I eat my food. I'm trying to get into the habit of that, but it was so bomb, you guys. I definitely recommend trying. To finish off the night, of course, I had to take a nice relaxing shower while everybody was asleep. Definitely the best time to take a shower. And that's basically the end of my video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it and hope to see you guys in my next video.